would very much like to be an unselfish person, but the reason why I want to be an unselfish person is that I am very selfish and would far more love myself and respect myself if I were unselfish. The notion that we have of ourselves, of ego, is a compound of an image of ourselves which does not fit the facts, and a sensation of muscular straining which is futile. So that what you conceive to be yourself is the marriage of an illusion and a futility.
So you see, when you ask, how do I attain the knowledge of God? How do I attain nirvana, liberation? All I can say is it's the wrong question. Why do you want to attain it? Because the very fact that you're wanting to attain it is the only thing that prevents you from getting there. You already have it. So don't differentiate yourself and stand off against this and say, I am a living organism in a world made of a lot of dead junk, rocks and stuff. It all goes together.
Hey, how's it going? Wait, can you guys even hear me? Hold on. Hold on. There we go. Oh, hey. Let's see. Is everything good actually? Let me just double check. Yeah. Okay, we're good. Perfect. All right. So, why don't I just go ahead and get started with this Discord call? Unfortunately, we don't really got that setup still not perfected yet. Although I think with the with the podcast intro, if you guys don't hear my mic coming in with that one, then for sure I'm gonna need to add the source in there. But yeah, let me go ahead and give a call to my buddy over here who is actually ready on the other side of the line. So let me just go ahead and give him a voice call. Wonder if I can hear him from here. Maybe I should wear the headphones for that. We will see. I'll also need to put this on too. But in the meantime, how's everyone doing? It's just trying to clear my throat this morning. Oh, it's Gabe.
Friend.
Gabe, how are you? Whoa. Well, I think I need to actually really wear the headphones then.
Justin.
Yes.
Hello, friend.
I'm sorry, come again?
I said hello, friend.
Ah, yes. Hello, friend. How are you?
Well enough.
Well enough? Well, Gabe,
enough.
Well enough. Well, Gabe, I was just about to start the intro for this podcast, but since I have you on board, figured I should go ahead and start it together.
Okay.
All right. So without further ado, hey guys, how's it going? My name is Justin.
I'm Gabe.
And you're watching and or listening to episode 331 of DangIT Podcast. I'm trying to see if I can... Yes. It just keeps going, Gabe.
It just keeps going.
There's no end.
There is no end. No end in sight.
No end in sight. It's like that one hilltop you guys looked over and saw absolutely nothing, but you kind of wanted to inch forward for that.
Ah, yes, I remember that.
Yes.
Good memories.
Good memories. Ibrahim's in the chat. He says, yo, here we go. Yes, just woke up. And, was watching some, wait, what's this? Watch some, Doge. Okay, Doge. Okay, before coming home, though. Just followed you on Instagram, Gabe, says Ibrahim. Nice.
Yeah.
Gabe, are you able to post on Instagram at this time?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
I put a post not that long ago. It was like, what, 3-4 weeks ago I put a post?
Nice. All right. So everything's just, in a way, it's kind of like normal, like, ways as far as, like, your social media, like, presence.
Vaguely.
Vaguely, yeah. So, all right, Gabe, what's going on? What's happening right now?
Well, as of this exact moment, I am walking along the seawall at Pensacola Air Force Base.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Found myself a good little stroll before I have to check in.
Okay, cool.
We have formation at what would be 2:00 for you.
Okay, cool. Seems just enough time then.
Yep.
Let's see.
Well, roughly.
Roughly, okay. No, that's totally fine too.
Because we have to be ready by like 2:30.
Got you.
So you got me for like half an hour, maybe 45 minutes.
Okay, cool. That's perfect. All right, I'm pulling up our topics list right now, and I actually got one topic in. It's actually regarding Twitch, but unfortunately, due to the wedding situation, he wasn't able to make it. But he will, I think, show up later tonight for everyone who wants to stay tuned for Twitch stuff. But in regards to that,
so I take it you guys have been going real heavy on Twitch lately.
Yes, we have been. I think that there's a lot of potential going on over on that platform over YouTube at this time. Although it could just be anyone's game at that point. It's just about, I think, how you present yourself like on both like platforms and just knowing like the nooks and crannies for both of them. I've seen like rises of like even now on YouTube for like quote unquote like smaller content creators, and it's just about I guess how they present like their videos each and every time and the consistency of it. Some examples would have been like this one like dude who does like a lot of dating advice, and he's been doing a lot of like analysis on other people's like channels as far as like the couples there.
Yeah.
Another one was a composer who has done like works on, I think I've talked about it last time, but it was about this one dude who does compositions and has been doing a lot of video game compositions and really just diving into that like very deeply. And both of them have that potential where they will, if they haven't yet, they can also like branch out over to Twitch or another platform in that case, and start to get something going over there. So it really is just about like a consistency in that. So that's kind of what we've been focusing on over here in the office space.
Okay. So things still going good in the office?
Yeah, we've been going through a couple of hurdles, like for person to person. Mine has been just like as we are like coming up on the end of the lease by the end of the year, and the fact that like I've eventually had to tell my parents like what's been going on, and we've already kind of went through that like circuit, and Anaya has been talking about how like even if like if I had to give up on like putting down rent, he would put it all like under him, because for him this has been like such a very great space for him as a way to make his own content.
Supposed to be.
Oh, is everything okay over there, Gabe?
Yeah, I was saying that's exactly what it was supposed to be. It was supposed to be a place for us to be able to go in, knuckle down, and really focus on our craft.
Yes. So it's been a great, it definitely has impacted everyone. So I think just keeping it is really the best thing. But in any case, like everything has been settled on my end of things. And I've just been trying to stay on, like keep my nose to the ground as far as like, any potential things to look out for. Also just trying to listen in on everyone else's feedback. And yeah, I just think that we may not be like we're not all in the greatest place financially, and also the fact is that we are still technically in quarantine, so everything's just kind of like on the back burner for now. But we're using Twitch as like, or focusing on Twitch like primarily, but everyone here like on YouTube is still welcome. We still have our podcast here.
It's good. It's good. I'm glad to hear.
Yeah. But let me see. Speaking of Twitch, I'm gonna go ahead and touch up on like a nice topic here, because I'm not sure if you know about this, Gabe, but recently, there's been some things about DMCA on Twitch, in the sense that a lot of content creators over on Twitch have been concerned about. I think it started from music, as far as like what can be monetized, or we can monetize on Twitch, quote unquote. Like whenever you like have like a VOD or a clip, some like algorithm goes into your like videos and will like mute certain segments of your stuff. And now I think it's been just taken up a little bit more so, as far as like, I guess the impact on that for a lot of people. Like there's one content creator that Anaya and I both follow who's looked at like a lot of his videos, and the fact is that they don't really know like what type of like videos that they can keep up, or what they need to take down, just because of like copyright stuff. And so and it's kind of almost looking in a direction of like, or it becomes a question of like now what is okay on Twitch, because like it is just video game central over there, and you know, like the history with like video games even on YouTube wasn't like that great at the start. It took like a good couple of years before everything was kind of okay on that front.
Well, I remember there was a big thing going on with like the trademark music that would sometimes appear in video games, that being a big problem.
Yes.
And then Nintendo having its big, well, you can't use any of our product on there.
Yeah, and we've been impacted by that.
Bird.
Yeah.
But damn, that is a big fucking bird just like a foot away from me. It's just standing there.
It's just standing there.
It doesn't. All right. Anyway, so, as you know, I've been with YouTube for a very, very, very long time.
Mm.
Oh shit, more than half my life already. That's horrifying to think about.
Indeed, yeah.
But so I've seen a lot of the ups, downs, the way things have changed, the way it's grown. And with Twitch, I honestly think it's just going through the shift that YouTube had to go through, which was a legitimization of itself.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's starting to become a platform that everybody's starting to know, even outside of the niche communities. And so they have to really knuckle down on what they can and cannot do in terms of legality.
Yeah.
Which is exactly what happened to YouTube, and why people are like, oh, well, fucking, we used to be able to put this on here and we used to be able to put that on there. It's like, yes, you used to, but YouTube also used to be a place for like the weird people.
You used to. But you're right. You're right, absolutely.
But as these sites become more and more commonplace, there's a lot more rules that they have to follow. And so
yeah,
I think that's what's going on with it.
Yeah. I think it might also be like a money thing too. Like I guess I guess I haven't heard anything as far as like inappropriate language, but like for the sake of like getting more advertisement like on Twitch, do you think maybe they are they're now starting to like shift that way too?
That's never not a possibility. I mean, regardless of how we feel about it, it is a business and they do have to make money somehow. Those servers aren't free. The service that they're offering doesn't come cheap, especially as more and more people start to use it more and more often. So
this is true, yeah.
It might be a means to try and get more advertisement, but it also might just be a means to try and avoid getting sued, which is the biggest expense in most cases.
Yeah, okay, that totally makes sense. Because I know that there was a weird period where like a lot of people would just not care per se about the whole copyright stuff. It's like, if you're here, you're here. If you listen to the music like live, you listen to it live, and it's gonna get muted on bots, and that's it. And I think there's a lot of things where people were concerned about, like, well, some of them really do want to like follow like and abide by that rule, but others aren't. So I think this is just like an overall like net in which you're going to try to capture all these like content creators doing this and doing that, and I don't know what the repercussions would be at this time, but some people would just see it like from an entertainment standpoint. Like, you want your audience or your community to still enjoy it, but then if it's going to be taken down, it's like, all right, what's going on then? Well, like, what can I do then?
There's definitely a fine line that they have to trace between like staying within legal means of fair use and copyright, and allowing enough creative freedom of their users to keep them entertained and wanting to stay. Because I don't know, with Twitch it's a weird one for me, because Twitch is already like the staple when it comes to video streaming. There was Mixer for a while, and I think they're still kind of in the running a little. I haven't really been keeping up with that. And then there's also YouTube as well, who's starting to become big on streaming games and all that, where they even have fucking YouTube gaming and all that. So they definitely have to start like pinpointing how they're gonna do and run their business, because there are starting to become competitors out there. It's not like YouTube where they are the one and only,
the end all be all. That was a strange audio cut. Let's see. Yeah, Ibrahim was following up on that, and I was also going to give you like the update on that too. But with Mixer, Microsoft has decided to axe that.
Excellent.
They sold it to Facebook.
Did they really?
They did. So essentially, what happened there was that they pretty much just announced it to all the content creators over on Mixer that, hey, your stuff is going to be moved over to Facebook Gaming. We apologize about this. I think it's already like fully like completed that process, but some content creators have already like responded and moved over to different platforms, or just maybe just stayed or transitioned to Facebook Gaming at that point. But yeah, so definitely Twitch having such a big presence, like starting it up and really maintaining that. But the reason that the reason that Anaya brought up the topic was one, we would have to like take precautions like going forward with it, but to also make that like all the more reason to make our own music, which is something that Anaya's kind of been stressing like for the channel as well.
I know he's been stressing on it, and I've been wondering, has he actually been working on it?
He's been, I mean, like, this is more of his own personal projects, where he's making his own like EPs and whatnot, and we've been able to use that as a way to promote himself, but also like just have it as background music like for the podcast in the waiting room. So I mean, I've been trying to make music, but I just continue to find like myself in like these creative blocks, so it's kind of difficult for me to like really come up with something. But he's also,
see, that's kind of where a lot of people, especially the smaller channels and all that, thrive, is that cross creator promotion going on.
This is true, yeah.
And so with Anaya using his personal projects to kind of help the channel seem a bit more unique, it also brings I'm like completely unable to make words. It definitely brings people over onto his genre of music, where it's like, okay, well, who made this music? Where can I hear more of it?
Yes, for sure. So definitely there will be a push like on our content like as well to make music to supplement it. And I know that Anaya has made some progress, or has taken some initiatives for the channel by ordering one of those midis for the office space itself. So we're gonna have that.
What?
It's like what's another one, like a synthesizer?
Why am I getting an ad? There's nothing happening.
Oh, it's just you're getting an ad. That's weird. Well, actually, the stream should be monetized too, so like that might just pop up here and there. Yeah.
Oh no, it was to an entirely different video. I don't know how, but I somehow switched video.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But yeah, so Anaya's got like something coming in that we can use to play with his Reasons software, which he's actually downloaded over here on the streaming PC.
Okay.
I also downloaded like our editing software like over here too, and put like my like last, I guess, license entry into it. So this PC should do for now, but I know that there's going to be talks about setting up like an editing PC separately, just so we can have like constant like productivity happening like as like by the minute essentially.
Yeah. So as one is being used to produce
like
we're
videos,
not
recordings,
up the processor to edit and all that.
Right. Because the idea is that like it'd be cool if we had like an editor like on board. As we make like recording videos and stuff, like someone else is already like editing videos like for something else.
What? Justin's giving some genuine thought to getting an editor for once. There's no fucking way.
There's no way. It's just gonna be, it'll be a ragtag like team here where it's like literally all of us, and I have to do some very butchered like Stater Brothers Spark Notes. It'll be great. It'll work out. If someone like me can make, if someone like me can make videos, then certainly I can give instructions on it.
Christ almighty.
Granted, though, everyone like Anaya and Christoph have been using the stream PC when I'm not there presently, so thankfully I've been able to give like fair instructions to the point where they can set up the stream just fine. So everything seems to be good on that end.
Yeah.
But yeah, so all in all, and I was prefacing like us to create music here in the space, And I know that like he also wanted to use this like for his own like projects too, like for voice acting and stuff like that. Since we have the mics here, and we also just have like the foams here to help like dampen everything and really get that like nice profile for him to use later on. But yeah, so TLDR everyone in the chat, Twitch DMCA bad, make music good. But yeah, but oh shoot, Gabe, I don't know if you know about this. I don't have much of a take on this one, but I know that a lot of people may have a response to this. Is that on Hulu, there's going to be a reboot for the Animaniacs.
Ooh.
And they did the best way they could possibly ever do it, and that was to make some satirical like commentary on the fact that reboots are like absolutely not like creative in any way.
Oh God, it's taking shots at itself already.
Yeah,
this may be good.
This may be good. All right, they set the bar really low so they can like really like put that budget in and like and then subvert your expectations.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember that there was some people like saying like, like I can't believe like you're doing this and you're like adding some like political stuff like added into it. Turns out though, like there were like some overt like commentary on that even back in the day too. So.
Oh yeah, dude, it was all over the place. The whole show was a satire.
So there's that for people to look forward to, and I might give it a watch here and there if I ever have the time for that. But yeah. Sounds good as far as like the direction their like attitude towards it. I think they delivered the best way possible. But that was my only little take on Animaniacs coming back. The rest of the things I got here are video game related. A little bit more towards my favor. Gabe, do you know a little game called Fire Emblem?
Ah, yes, the fried embles.
Yes, the fried emble. So recently, there was a trailer about, and this has to do with like their 30th anniversary of the entire like franchise, because the original games before we had like our GBA, to be like retcon as like the first Fire Emblem, the actual first one. That was released, I think, on the NES. Is now getting an actual.
Oh, it's that old.
Yeah, is actually getting a localization over here.
Oh, nice.
Like a legitimate one and also just to kind of clean up, like they added like a bunch of other things, like a cleaner text font, like better like sprite images. But otherwise, it's from the ground up, just the same as it used to be. So I think that's coming in
ground up, but same story and whatnot.
Yes. So
nice.
So you'll finally figure out the origins of Melee Marth. I swear, I think the trailer started off was like, Marth? Like, wait, who the heck is this guy? Oh, you don't know Marth? Hero here, insert like subtext over here? Like, no, I don't. Why are you scaring me with this? Oh, they're getting localization. But yeah, so, I don't know if I'm going to actually get that, but that is something that's been wanted like within that community as well. So I'm happy for everyone like on that end. And I wonder if this will make more for localization for like the somewhat older games. I think there's just like a few that haven't made it over
what
here.
You're saying is Mother 3 confirmed.
It could be. Like, I don't see why not. I mean, this has been carried over by tradition, like through each like Smash Brothers game. So, yeah. I mean, if we're living in a universe where Steve is in Smash as well, then I guess Mother 3 is also
living in the ultimate timeline.
This is the ultimate timeline.
God damn it!
I can believe that. Well, maybe not so much Duke Nukem, but like Doomslayer to like show up somewhere.
At this point, anything is possible.
Yeah, anything is possible. Especially when was Sakurai? He was talking about the build up to like getting the project for Steve to get going was the fact that and I think he may have over exaggerated, but he was talking about how like the higher ups would kind of like peer over with their glasses over the rim of their glasses, say like, "Hey, Sakurai, can you put Steven to Smash?" He was saying like, "They think it's so easy. They think it's so easy." So I looked them straight in the eye and said, "Yes, I can do it."
Oh, you think it's easy to do that? Because it is.
But yeah, I've had like very limited like works with Steve. He's very, very interesting. Like, he does not feel like a Smash Brothers character, but he's in there.
Oh, dude, I heard his little flint and steel is the most broken thing right now because he can edge guard like no one else.
Yeah, so I've got like a few takes on that. He's able to build blocks like right underneath him. So you can literally just wall people away from the ledge. It's pretty ridiculous once he gets it set up. But also like the flint and steel stuff is like, yikes.
Yeah, to where it's like if anybody has a straight up recovery, they're fucked.
Yes. And also I guess as a trade-off, he has very low hops.
Well, I mean, he should only be able to jump one block high.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking. Like, okay, that makes sense. But yeah, he kind of gives me like this impression, like similar to how Mega Man was for me, in the sense like he doesn't have like combos. He just has like different types of tools on him, and it's just like you just kind of utilize them for each like condition. It's just so interesting, so interesting. Although I haven't really been able to focus on him like in Smash Brothers because I've been now focusing on Pokemon. There was a new DLC that came out like Thursday night.
And see, it's with that I feel that we're also living in the worst possible timeline.
Oh yeah,
Pokemon DLC.
Yeah,
it's gross. I don't like those words.
Oh, I like to perceive it as like the middle child of or like the Pokemon Yellow of this generation, but they're being smart about it and not putting the full price on it.
I'd rather them throw the full price on it.
Really?
Just hit me with it all.
Just hit me with the
and have both sets of Pokemon in there.
You know, fair. That is kind of fair.
That's what they do. It's one set, two set, and the third one is both sets with extra fucking pizzazz.
Yeah, extra content and stuff like that. Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, now that you mention it, they don't have a middle game yet. But even like with the DLC, technically speaking, you can't really get like both like legendaries and whatnot like in the same game. So yeah, okay, that makes sense.
See, now they're gonna have this DLC, and they're gonna come out in like 4 years with the Ultimate Edition, where it's like, oh, here's everything.
Here's everything. Yeah.
Remember how you wanted both? Well, now you can get them.
Pokemon Sword Shield Deluxe. That's what they're gonna call it.
Pokemon Phalanx. No, the fan one, Pokemon Gun.
Pokemon Gun. You got my sword, my shield, and my Glock.
You have my gun, and my gun, and my gun.
Waltzing up on the champion with just a gun in hand.
But yeah, hand it over. You know how this works.
It's been a long time since your journey, but can you beat me and my Charizard? Oh! I'll be taking that trophy now.
Gun! Use Papa Cap.
Jesus. Ah, God, it's on the level of that one My Hero Academia episode where the kid just pulls out a gun.
He did do that, didn't he?
He did do that, and I was like, oh no.
Like, oh, those do exist.
Yeah, that's right. They don't. That happens. You think
people still know how to die?
Yeah. And what's wild is the fact that Stain is still technically like a regular person, so you just need the gun and you're good.
Hold on.
Mm-hmm. But yeah. Anything else, Gabe, that you wanted to add? I know that we're getting closer to your time. Couple? Oh yeah, I forgot. I was gonna add like my extra 2 cents of like putting the Pokemon DLC. Was it Crown Tundra? The big draw on this one is the fact that you have like a bunch of like new legendaries and reoccurring legendaries coming back, and I love the idea of just bringing them back just so you can add it to your collection. Make it easier way to add to your collection. I already just went through the initial like mission, going through it the first time around and getting Suicune. So I'm like, oh hell yeah, I'll have Suicune follow me through across the tundra, and it actually is really dope. So what are the legendaries I got so far? I think I only got 3 of them. There was Suicune, Xerneas, and then Mesprit. And the other ones I've just got my ass wrecked by that, so I'm gonna have to do a little bit more of that, but hopefully maybe I can do more streams of that. Matter of fact, I was thinking about doing it maybe tonight, but I know it's Indies night tonight, so I don't know if I'm gonna do that or maybe just like hold that off for something else, or hell, I'm just having another stream.
Excellent.
So it's my channel, I can do whatever I want. Okay, let's just do that. Yeah. All right, but that's everything.
I missed a lot of that.
Oh shit. Like I heard like a bit of silence, so I was like, I guess I'll just carry on with my point because this is gonna be like held like after we had like our call together, but I pretty much exhausted all my topics anyway too.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Good fucking job.
Yeah, I'll still keep going for like another 30 minutes just to meet the hour mark. But how are you feeling, Gabe?
Feeling good.
Okay.
At this point, it's just kind of ticking down the minutes to formation.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So, I'm where I need to be. I signed in. That's why I had to like put the phone down for a second.
Oh, okay, cool.
But other than that, yeah, I'm good. Fuck, I was gonna say something. I don't remember what it was. Oh, I need a Jirachi so that I can wish for fucking Growlithe as a starter.
Okay, yeah. All right. I'm pretty sure Jirachi will show up. Yeah, I think he's part of the update, so we'll get that wish like straightened away.
See, then it would be the best timeline.
Pokemon Gun starts with Growlithe.
Yep. You play as Officer Jenny with a Growlithe and a gun.
It's not even a Pokemon. The gun's the gun.
Yeah.
Turns out the only thing that was legendary is the thing that's in your holster.
It's like a max potion, but in reverse.
Got these legendary dog Pokemon over here. Go into that dead eye effect in Red Dead Redemption, but it's offered to Jenny. Man, you legendaries ain't shit.
Local Officer Jenny murders God.
Well, the god Arceus is looking now like this is such a mistake.
Right?
And he's like, wait, why am I in the dens?
Guns are dangerous.
Wait, why am I in the dens now? Why did I move to this particular area?
All right. The one place with a gun and someone crazy enough to use it.
Why is there another 10-year-old over here to kick my ass again?
All right, my guy, I got it going.
Okay. All right, Gabe. It was nice talking to you and for you to join in on the podcast as well.
Oh, yeah. Good times.
Yeah. Feel free to jump into the next one or the one after that or the one after that or the one after that.
Yeah.
Or the one after
the next
that.
One. Or the next one. Or the next one.
Yeah. All right, Gabe, take care. And we'll talk to you later.
All right, man.
All right. #bye. Oh, but it's not #bye for you guys. We're still here on the podcast. All right. Oh God, my ears. See, we got these headphones over here. I guess I can also just take off my glasses for a little bit, so that I don't need to really see too far. Yeah, we have the new headphones. You see how like this one's like a little bit labeled over here. These are like studio monitor headphones, pretty cheap. And I think maybe because of that, or just because of how I was wearing it, it did not feel too comfortable to wear. But hey, it still works, and I'm just glad we had that as an addition, because a lot of the stuff here in the office is a bit. There's no real like word to really describe it. It's just that we're still in the works of just kind of like expanding it a little bit. If not expanding it as far as materials, expanding it for space later on in the future. We'll get to that bridge when we get there. But essentially, one of the things that we are missing are like additional speakers for like the consoles, but also like an easier way to like access like some kind of volume up and down button. I think our best solution is just simply to use like the keyboard and just like use these multimedia buttons here. Other than that, it's just like we have to like reach over and like turn up the knob. But I guess it's gonna be all right as long as we have the keyboard. Yeah, you know what? We're fine. The only thing that that's the issue is now is just like plugging these headphones over there. Granted, though, we should have like a good amount of distance on that. But yeah, all right. That's it for the topics on that. Not really much else to bring up. Sadly, though, we couldn't really get everyone on board for this podcast. Bless Gabe for jumping in for this one, given like the circumstances he's going through, just being like so far away from us. But yeah, it's just a matter of like scheduling this time around that didn't really work out. Speaking of which, we have our next podcast is whatchamacallit. It's gonna be a special one, right? It's whatchamacallit. If I can actually bring it up. Oh yeah, next week is gonna be Halloween. So we're gonna have our usual podcast as usual, but we might try to. Well, I mean, not try. We're going to set it up differently. So we have the green screen. Well, we can probably use it for someone else. Also, I'm seeing like some wrinkles. I'm just gonna try to fix that. I'll deal with that later. Yeah, we're gonna have probably people in costume. I got the candy. We'll decorate things. It'll be fun. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. That podcast. I don't know like what we're gonna do as far as like topics though. So that'll be interesting. I think honestly it'll just run like a regular podcast, and we'll just have like a bunch of like decorations as well as like costumes like involved. Because wait, actually, didn't we also have like a Halloween special like another year back? Yeah, because I remember Gabe going in as Snake. Yeah, I remember that. That was actually that was a fun one, because that was my year to just throw everything like on my person and just like come in as like a generic superhero. But are you though? It's like, what are you type of costume? But yeah, so I guess it's not too far-fetched on this one. I think that also happened at like the apartments. Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah. I know that Ibrahim was saying some stuff in the chat as well, as far as Ibrahim was saying like, hey Grandpa Gabe, he's gone. So I mean, he had to what was it, formations? Yeah, so yeah, unfortunately you can only join me for a limited amount of time. But Ibrahim was talking about Hyrule Warriors. That's coming in. Yeah, that's crazy. It's finally coming in. Nintendo's been doing their thing of as far as like promoting like the game, and I would say they've done a pretty decent job just kind of keeping it in the know instead of just being like an offhand like announcement. Really giving this game like a lot of attention, as if it was just kind of like a standalone like Zelda game. But this one's also like in works with I guess what What is it? What do we keep calling them? What was it Chloe Tecmo? Is that, yeah, they're the ones who do the Hyrule. They do the Warriors games. Yeah, so for a collaborative game, this is kind of wild for them. Yeah, wild. For them to do this, but yeah. I'm also looking forward to it as well. Although I haven't really had that mindset of like, oh, I'm gonna buy it. Oh, I'm gonna totally buy it. I just kind of been watching it from afar. Ibrahim was also saying that they even said Breath of the Wild 2 is going smoothly for the most part. Got it. So yeah, that's definitely Breath of the Wild 2. I can't wait for when that does come around as well. I didn't know what to do with these headphones, so I'm just gonna set them right here. There we go. I can't wait for Breath of the Wild 2 as well. How's it gonna play out? Is it all gonna be underground version of Hyrule? In the sense that you'll probably just go beneath the surface and just stay there for the remaining course of the game. No sunlight, no whatever, but a lot of brimmingly like bright like artifacts here and there. I look forward to that as well. But my focus has definitely been on Pokemon now, because I do like this one, and it's got my attention more so than the Isle of Armor one. So now that I look at it, I do want to give you guys an update as far as like what we're doing next week. A lot of our stuff is being focused on Twitch, as we've spoken about earlier. And one of those things that we're focusing on is having like a week stream. Well, now like a full length stream, but like a week's worth of content, like Halloween themed. So I think starting Sunday and up to Saturday, we're gonna just have like a lot of Halloween themed video games, from Resident Evil to Alien Isolation, amongst other ones. I don't remember the rest of them, but I'm looking forward to it. For me, I for one have been wanting to play Alien Isolation low key, and then there's also Resident Evil like 2 and 3 that we add on the docket. It'll be fun. I can't wait for us to actually jump into those games. Even if we don't ever like finish those ones particularly, we'll just have them like Halloween specials, kind of like how Game Grumps has their Halloween like special, Ghoul Grumps. I can't wait to do some kind of like different rendition of that, and then also using that and uploading it later, so that we aren't just like uploading like the reaction like reads of the My Hero Academia manga chapters. Which, by the way, little aside there, anyone who's going to be anticipating the next one, My Hero Academia, like, what was it, 288 or 9? That is going to be showing up early November. So we have this free week of just whatever. It's a free week of nothing happening, essentially, with My Hero. So we're following based on its release date as well. So keep an eye out on that in November. Speaking of which, that's my birth month, so I'm also excited for that. Although I have no idea what I'll be doing for my birthday. It'll be whatever, I guess. Oh, you remember I was talking about Resident Evil 8, or Village, as they're calling it. Yeah, that's actually very interesting too. I'm not one for like horror games. I never were, and I hope to never will be, because, well, it depends. Because I think Resident Evil does walk that fine line, because I loved the mechanics as far as like managing like ammo and stuff like that, where and then there's also like the other side where you've seen like in Resident Evil 5 and 6 where it was more action orientated, and I love games that let you do a lot, but at the same time like the horror aspect overweighs like your agency as the character to do this and that. So even if you're able to run like all over the place, gather stuff, and be able to freely aim like at affected parts of like an enemy's body, legs to like stunt them, head to like just ultimate like just end them, or you're fighting against or you're trying to evade what was it? I forget what his name is. The big dude in Resident Evil 2 that keeps following you all around. I like that aspect of it too, where it's just like he isn't like a jump scare per se. He's just like he's a presence that will fill you with adrenaline if he's too close. That is, unless you're just speedrunning it. In that case, you already know. But yeah, I love that stuff about Resident Evil, where it's weapon management and also like a good amount of exploration. That's my jam. I don't really like games where you are excessively limited and you can't fight or you don't have enough agency to fight back. So that's my thing. Which reminds me, Phasmophobia is still a thing. I guess I should try to see about that. Like Phasmophobia, I'm pretty sure it's fine. We don't have actually a true setup as far as like gaming, like and live streaming, like for PC games. Like I've been doing like whatchamacallit, Fall Guys over here. I have not done anything else otherwise, but I know that Chris has done like a lot of MMO stuff, and that kind of seems to work. Although I think there was also talks about having a webcam for that particular angle because the way everything's set up, we can't use this screen to that I'm looking at right now to project like gameplay stuff. We have to use another one that's kind of for like the controller only. So the controller seat ends up becoming the streamer seat at that point. So it's weird. It's super weird. Also, I figured out how you can do PC game streaming. It's just a little excessive when you actually have to add like another tower in the mix. Really weird stuff. But it's possible. And I had considered that taking this streaming PC that is way over there and bringing it back to my home and seeing if I can stream like PC games like that. It's possible. It's a bit excessive because it's just like a lot of cables being put into that. But yeah. I don't remember what else was. I don't remember what else was there to that. But sorry, I'm just taking like my glasses on and off. Don't know. Oh, that's because it's the fan. I love the fact that wait. You can't hear it, can you? Well, maybe when I'm talking, but yeah, we got the noise suppression going in. We did have some issues, and I kind of like suspect that the noise suppression kind of like does this, but also the quality of our streams have been noticeably getting like some kind of like frame drops here and there. I need to go in and just look inside the stream PC, and excuse me, I'm starting to become Rick right now. And then clean it up a little bit, and then we'll figure it out. It should be fine. Should be totally fine. I'm not psyching myself out for that. It's a matter of fact. There's no doubts. I'm not freaking out. You're freaking out. Anyway, how's everyone else doing? Yeah. Is there anything else I wanted to talk about? I guess not. Talked about the release stuff about the October, like week of October. Essentially, it was supposed to be like a month long of horror games, starting with Hollow Knight and also Slender Man, with a little bit of other Halloween themed stuff happening, like Sunday Fight Nights having like a nice character, which was Maine, which is Jury, in her Halloween costume, and just showcasing that. I had not anticipated the fact that I would spend so much time playing Hollow Knight. Enjoying it for one is fine, but to continually play it over the course of like 3 weeks, I was not expecting that actually. Nor was I expecting the game to actually be as long as it was. Although granted though, in total I ended up playing for like whatchamacallit, 23 hours. Abraham was saying, the presidential debate. What about that, Justin? I'm gonna tell you, I don't care. I know the highlights of the first one. I never watched the full length of the first one, and I'm not watched anything of the second one. I honestly don't care. I've looked at like the ballot, and I read it, and to the best of my knowledge, like did some research here and there, and see like what was my best like choices. And I selected them and sent them out. As far as like presidential debates, I mean, there's gonna be memes around it, I'm sure. Just at this time, I don't really. Nah, that's not my bit. I honestly think that like anyone else other than me would have been better as far as like talking about it. But yeah, but I don't want to have this channel be too like political, right? Because it's just to have fun. be entertaining. Granted, though, there could be some funny bits about the debate. I just haven't picked up on any of that because it's been like, from what I've perceived about it, it's been pretty formal this time around. But again, I don't know, so I'll have to look further into that and that's just personally for me to like get a feel for that. But, yeah. Also, strange, but I want to just give a shout out to the Discord community as well. We've been seeing like a little bit more activity than usual, and I'm happy about that because we've had Discord up for like a while, like since 2015, I think, because Nolan actually made the Discord page itself. And definitely there was a surge back then, but it's definitely been like super duper quiet since then. So I'm glad that people are still jumping in and just checking up on everyone. So super cool. Also, shout outs to the main community as well, the actual main DangIT crew, really opening up to each other and really just talking about like other things, really just breaking down like the normalcy of kind of perceiving yourself as this when you might be feeling this way, and taking that and then trying to express that to like people that you trust. Because if there's anything you want to take away from this podcast is that one, DMCA on Twitch, but two, just learn to find people you can trust and just open up to them and have a legitimate conversation about it. Because honestly, there's a lot of things happening in each other's lives that don't ever get covered up in a normal conversation, and there just needs to be opportunities to let that happen. So I'm glad that we've, like, as the DangIT crew, we've been able to talk to each other, and it's been great. And I mean, hell, we could talk to each other about like the presidential debate, like if that was a thing that was really concerning. Then again, I'm pretty sure a lot of people were concerned anyway. But yeah, I don't know where I was gonna go off with that, but I just know that was a big thing that happened this past week, was us being concerned for each other as far as like things happening, and to be able to talk to each other just normally in a very sincere manner has been really, really cool. But anything else? I guess I could talk about like what's going on like later today. This won't really apply if you watch the podcast later on. After this point, like I'm just running my gums about things that are just happening like here and now. But definitely focusing a little bit more on, well, actually, I think maybe that's what's going on. I've been kind of like in a weird creative rut as far as what I want to do. Because like I finished Hollow Knight, and you know, being so attached to the game, there was the ending, and I felt so empty about that. I was like, shit. So I think I'll be streaming more Hollow Knight, post some like game completion stuff, so that the DLC could come in, and we could just have some fun / frustrations about the bosses. I do want to do some streams of whatchamacallit, Pokemon, because that is a little bit more accessible to the community, as far as like jumping in on like a party and then just going off and getting some legendaries. Tonight I was also thinking, because it's Indies night, so I was thinking maybe we should do some Fall Guys, because that's still technically indie, so I'll definitely add that to the docket list. Otherwise I'll just do whatever I want. We have a couple clips saved up on Twitch so far, and I can't wait to do what I have in mind was to make compilations of our months. It'll be fun. I think it'll kind of take over as far as like the highlights that we get for Dig and Play stuff, but like as a like Twitch version side of things. But yeah, Ibrahim was saying, oh, what about Minecraft Steve in Smash Ultimate? Ibrahim, you totally missed that whole conversation about me talking to Gabe about how Minecraft Steve plays, how weird it is, and how busted he is like at the same time. Yeah, combo game is Bayo in Smash 4. Oh god, Smash 4 was cancer. Sure. Because I know that Bayonetta was kind of still kind of crazy as far as her combo game, in just the pure sense of combos. But Minecraft Steve is because of how he's built, definitely. Yeah. Oh, was about to say, like, did I bring water? Because I could use that right now. Wait, where'd my water go? Oh shit, that's crazy. Your ghost? Did a ghost just eat my water bottle? Like, okay, I'll figure that out like outside of things. But I know that we're still doing. I mean, Anaya's like schedule is starting to like shift again. But we're still having our indies and also like the Sunday fight nights. If you guys are interested in that, that's also on Twitch as well. That's 8 p.m. Pacific time. A lot of stuff is gonna be 8 p.m. Pacific time, except for like weekdays where Anaya or Christoph are jumping in. Well, actually, if it is Christoph, it would have been like 8 p.m. But at this time, Christoph is shifting focuses. So we're having Anaya cover and do his Tuesday and Thursday streams like on like at 10 for those little night owls. Which, by the way, I think we shift our focus. Well, not shift our focus, but I think that's definitely a demographic that we're aiming for. Like, not on purpose, but it is. Seems like we're doing a lot of like night streams, which I think is still kind of cool. But you know, just to put that in the open, I think we'll be focusing a lot of that because we stream at like primarily 8 p.m. Pacific time, and then and we're talking for a good while, so everything's just drying up. It's the 8, and there's also 10. So, all right. But you know what? Why don't I go ahead and end the podcast here so I can get a good swig of water and carry on with whatever I need to do. But, yeah. All right. So, quick shout-outs to Ibrahim for jumping in and, like, really holding in on the chat here. Shout-outs to Gabe for jumping in for the podcast, even though he's got like some stuff to do and he could only make it for this like small time window. And shout-outs to everyone else who decides to watch this like in post or whenever they feel like it. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. This has been episode 331 of DangIT Podcast. Yeah, my name is Justin. Gabe already kind of signed himself off. Otherwise, that was Gabe. And thanks for watching once again. # bye everyone. Take care. I'm